Yeah, you are tuned into Offering Something, and I am your host, Michael Bernier, feeling so good to be alive. You know I love you for watching the show. That is the truth. If you're tuning in on that YouTube jam, like I always say, click on that subscribe button for me, hit the notification bell. If you're the streaming television type, we're out there on all the jams, Amazon Fire, Roku TV, Apple TV, all these things on the Plymouth Rock TV channel. Did I say that I loved you already? Big love and thanks to our sponsors at Enjoy Your Life brand, the organic natural shop, and soon to come. Can't say just yet, but I love you. You'll know soon. I have to say this, y'all. We have a soothing episode in store for you today with a guest who is an entrepreneur, a brand developer, a CBD connoisseur, a fitness fanatic, an ultra-driven human, a wealth of knowledge, and a family man who is forever offering something. It is with calm and comfort that I introduce to y'all Leo Cormier of Recovery CBD. Hello, Leo.
Well, Mike, thank you for the intro. I feel good.
You feel good?
I feel
Everything's
good.
all right?
You crushed it. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
Thank
comfortable,
you.
safe?
Yeah, very safe.
All right.
Very safe.
You look good in this environment.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. I watched a few episodes, make sure I was prepared.
Yeah, look all you got cleaned up for it.
I
Even
did
fresh
just the
cut.
left side, though. I think fortunately that's all I had to worry about.
Yeah, man. Well, thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's my first podcast, so I'm excited to be on. Thank you.
Oh, look at this. A special moment right here. All right, so Recovery CBD. CBD formulated for athletes, safe, simple, compassionate. But before we get into that and your thriving business that is underway in this current day, where do you come from? Where were you born?
Born in Lowell, Massachusetts.
Lowell, Massachusetts.
Beautiful Lowell.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Describe that environment there. Is that a rich place, a poor place, city, country, suburbs?
It's a bit of a poor city. There's
Okay.
it's got some good parts. I think most people, if you've seen the movie The Fighter, people think it's a pretty accurate representation of
golly,
Lowell.
yeah.
It's
It can get grimy.
it can get grimy, but you learn to grind. You learn to survive. You learn to keep going.
The street life.
You do a little bit. You learn a bit about it.
So brothers, sisters, parents.
I got a younger sister.
Yeah.
And I have parents.
Yeah.
Yep. I have a younger sister, Crystal. She's in Manchester, New Hampshire. There was two of us.
Okay. And then you go to elementary schools in Lowell, Massachusetts.
I do. Yep. I did. I wound up moving to a smaller town next door for high school. I went to Tingsboro High School, which was an adjustment.
So you're in high school. What are you playing? Sports? You a sports guy? You got some size on you over there, Leo.
Yeah, I played some sports. I played some football, but unfortunately, I got a lot of injuries, so I watched a lot of football.
You watched a lot of football.
Watched a lot of football. With injured knees. I got injured my junior and my senior year, both within 2 games of the season. So, yeah.
What kind of injuries are we talking about here, Leo?
ACL tear, same ACL.
Oh, that's
tear.
not good.
That
doesn't really ever go away, does it?
No, especially, Mike, we're about the same age, man. We really were in that rub some dirt on it era. I look at younger kids now, and they've got specialized training and sports special
ice
equipment,
pack, baby.
and get back out there.
Man.
Right? I mean, and what they would do with concussions when we were, if you could do the date, you could go back out and play, but. So that was one thing that really wound up defining me, because I only was interested in going to college if I could play football at whatever level.
Oh man, once that wasn't an option.
Yeah, it was a wrap.
So graduate high school. Did this happen?
Barely.
Why?
Yeah.
You just weren't into this.
I just wasn't. I just didn't. It wasn't what I was into. It was. I had no motivation. It was.
Why? Did the people around you have motivation? Your sister, for instance.
Oh yeah, my sister had.
She do well in
yeah,
school?
she's a great student. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was always plenty of why can't you be more like your sister? But I had an ability to kind of get away with a lot. I definitely leveraged that I was injured a lot to
You had a twinkle in your eye, you were a little sneaky. You could make things happen.
And I think looking back, there probably was a little bit of you can't play football. That's really all I was here for, right? Whose classes is he in?
So they gave you the diploma. They were like, oh, if we don't think he's going to be here another year. It's kind of a
definitely can't play football next year.
See you later. It's not like he's going to be a better student if he does it again.
Right, yeah. At that point. I actually graduated really low in my class. I was like bottom 3, and nobody ever would have known that. I've told people that like later on, and because I wouldn't do homework. I would give minimal effort.
What are you rebelling against?
I don't know. It just wasn't.
Not for you.
It just wasn't for me.
Sit in the classroom. Just like spitballs, blow darts.
Yeah, naps. Naps.
Just taking naps.
Just say my knee hurts, go home, come in late, and I think I had over 100. Was it when you're late to school?
Tardy,
yeah. Tardy. I was tardy over 100
tardy.
times. Very, very tardy.
Well, you were punctual here today, and I can only talk about these things in such depth because your character has changed greatly from that time to the current time.
Well, I would say that I'm able now to find things that I'm motivated by.
So in these high school years, you were outside of not caring about school. So let's say, okay, the educational system, not for you, that structure, not for you. I can get that. I dig this. Were you into things and caring about things at that time? Other things? Or was it just
football? Football, sports, and then lifting weights. So I remember I had an immobilizer on my knee. And it was really a free pass for, I've got appointments, I got to be here, I got to be there. I would go to the gym before school and work out, full whatever upper body workouts I could do in the immobilizer, then go to school and pretend the whole day that I couldn't fucking do anything. I had to sit in the nurse's office.
Look at you.
It was
but
really.
When you were playing football, were you the best?
I was pretty good, but again, there's a lot of practice hero there. Only playing a couple games in those those later years. Okay. So, but I really dug into working out. That was a big part. And I look back and I can't imagine in my 20s if I hadn't gotten all that energy out where I would have gone. It was. And so from high school, I really moved right into the fitness industry.
So you graduate high school and you get a job doing what?
Bounced around a little bit, stuck with the job I had delivering pizza for a little bit, but knew that
taking a couple mozzarella sticks out of the order here and there,
meatballs right out of a couple fries. No one miss fries. Come on.
The order said 8. There was only 6. You're like, deal with it.
No, sorry. But so
you do some 19, pizza delivering, and then all right, now you're 19.
Did some security jobs, but then I got a sales job with Gold's Gym.
Okay,
and that was really the first time I, at 19, I was getting into sales. I made a good income. I really enjoyed just being around the gym. That was it was a lot of fun for me. Getting people, started on fitness programs, seeing people achieve goals through those programs is always something I really took a lot of enjoyment out of, for work. So I performed very well at that, and have always done, very well in that career because it drove me. It was to know that I was doing something that was positively impacting people. Really,
you felt that out of it.
Yeah. So that always really mattered to me in what I did for work. I would get other sales jobs here and there where, just kind of in a transition, want to try something different, get burnt out somewhere. I would go in these sales jobs where theoretically I should do great, but just when it lacked the passion, man, it was back to that bottom student.
And you can't wear a tank top in every job.
They don't like that. I was surprised.
Especially the Gold's Gym one with the real thin shoulders that kind of goes down a little too low.
I wore a necktie.
Nipples falling out here and there.
Right? No nipples out.
Good.
Keep them covered.
I'm glad you have that policy. So how long does this stage of life, bouncing around from job to job, go on for before you, obviously a confident individual, because you say, I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to do this. At what point does that happen? How long are we running around out there? Fitness, pizza, sales?
About 20 years, mostly in fitness.
Yep.
With maybe, 5 years or so mixed in there, different types of sales, but different fitness jobs, different companies, mostly as a general manager, regional manager type position.
So you're the guy that knows like everything about the carb counts and eat this with this, get your proteins here.
No. Those are we leave that to the experts.
Okay.
My wife is one of those experts. She's a personal trainer, nutritional coach. No, I was
nutrition coach, nutritionist. Yeah.
Yeah. No, nutrition coach actually is very, very specific.
Very specific.
With that,
I'm
with
sorry.
That
What's your wife's name?
My wife is Joe. So
Joe, I'm sorry. Nutritionist is not what you are. It's nutrition coach, Joe. I love you.
I love you too, Joe. She's with our 3 boys right now.
Look at that.
So I stayed in fitness until 2018 is when I really decided that I wanted to make a change. I was really right after my first son was born.
Yep.
And feeling that leaving my son and working these extra hours at jobs and just being away from my family just felt really unnatural. I just really
I can respect that. Yes.
Those jobs always require a lot more. They're not 40-hour-a-week jobs, and that's what.
More you put in, the more money you get.
Yeah, well, it used to be that way.
Like your bonuses.
Yeah. But I loved being at the gym. Before I had a child, it was no problem to be at the gym working through 7 o'clock.
What are you doing on the bench press day? You're like, I did 475 by 3. What is it?
Yeah. Right now, not much. I try to my joy.
In those days.
A little bit,
a
little bit, 225, and 3. Yeah. I did one bench competition, and I think I got 410.
Look at you.
For one in competition, but it was a
pounds.
bench only. It was it's a lot of pounds, but it does take a toll. Take a toll on your body.
I'm sure.
Which is kind of what led to the second passion and the CBD company, because within that the time of my fitness career, I was actually a daily marijuana user. The whole time. When I was 25, I found out that I have a hip dysplasia. So.
What does that mean exactly, Leo?
It just means that the hip socket just isn't aligned right. The bone is not properly into the
okay,
socket.
And how does that feel? It's a constant pain?
Now it's a pretty chronic arthritic pain. That's what happens with it over time, is it's bone on bone. But when I was younger, that was actually what was causing my injuries, was that I was a little bit off balance, but it wasn't
to offset that
right,
little
on the outside of my feet. So I would, I would catch my knee, and that's how I would injure my knee. So when I was 25 and we identified that, the first thing they want to do is put you on pills. I'll never forget, 26 years old. A doctor saying
how does the pill fix the hip?
Well, yeah.
Or does it just fix the pain?
It's just the pain. They just
not
start
fixing
you
the
in
hip with the pill.
No. So what they actually tell you is it's just
What's
about
the goal?
keeping you comfortable.
That's what they tell you.
What?
You're stuck with this, Leo.
Yeah.
We give you the pill.
We want to keep you comfortable until you can get a replacement.
Take the pill. Take the pills, Leo. Told you to take the pills. Yeah.
Is that pill working? Take another pill. Take a new pill. Hey, we got a new pill for you.
Try this pill. It's gonna help your bone get stronger too. Okay.
So I had always used cannabis to manage that pain, and when we're talking early 2000s, much different climate than we are today, and in positions where I couldn't smell like weed, and there was no technology to not smell like weed. So become smoke in the morning, get to work, know what I can manage, for that period of time. Maybe smoke at lunch, but it's the eye drops, the cologne, the mouthwash, all the things to get back in there, and And so when I got introduced to CBD, and I could really,
and right when you walk back into the building, you're like, whoa.
yeah.
Whoa.
Well, yeah, but you got to cover that when you're the manager. You can't, and some people inevitably would
fix those shelves over there, stock those boxes up, and I got to go make a call. Don't disturb me.
I'll be in my office. I got to call until.
I did it right. I think I did okay.
So I was actually in 2015. I was a patient, a medical marijuana patient here in Mass, and that was the first time I got introduced to CBD. Something that could really help me manage the pain and not be, sort of following the, that process of trying to cover up the can, using the weed, trying to cover it up, and so when I decided that I wanted to get into the cannabis industry, excuse me, it was really for me figure out what people wanted in these products. What do these products do? So we moved to Maine, which is where my wife is from, and I got a job at a store, and I just worked with people the same way I would in fitness, right? Here, try this, and people would trust me with that. So they would come back, they'd give me feedback, and I just learned what was important to people, what people wanted to pay. That's a big portion of it, and people's objections to taking it, or and how much, what was good doses for people, what was realistic to get relief from, and then on the other end, learning how to make the products myself, how to source them. Really, I was eventually managing the store, Cure Cannabis, in Auburn, Maine.
Yep, Auburn, yes.
Auburn, Maine, beautiful Auburn. But that's where I learned how to make tinctures, make topicals, and that was, I think that's a very different approach to getting into this industry than most people take. A lot of people want to come out with their CBD line. If you read the About Us page on a lot of CBD websites, you'll see, we love CBD. It did this for me. It did that for me. I also happen to be independently wealthy from this other thing that I did. So I started this CBD brand. And
not you.
Not me. No.
Right.
We were really we started from a very small place.
So let's do this. At the current moment, you are the owner of Recovery CBD. That's the official name of the business. Who else is involved in the operation?
This is a one-man show.
One-man show. So as of today, again, what are the products that you're offering? Like, what are you actually producing that the consumer can purchase?
So I make a few tinctures and a few topicals. So tinctures, CBD is great for inflammation. It's great to relieve stress. It's great to help with sleep. It really helps to balance out a lot of systems. Body's kind of a good broad way to say it. I have an extra strength that we just started working with CBG, which is cannabigerol, I believe. I read a lot of this stuff, so if somebody out there knows how to pronounce it, it's one of those
People could be
things.
laughing at you.
Yeah, probably
a few.
I have
no idea.
Yeah, good. I should have just played it off. Probably nobody will. But so CBG is it's a neuroprotectant, so it helps with focus and brain function. It's good for digestive tract. Also anti-inflammatory. That's been a really, really great product. So that's some great feedback. So the tinctures are something that you take daily. And the topicals are something that you're going to apply for direct relief for physical pain and inflammation.
And then there's this kind of Epsom salt CBD operation also. Is this accurate? Is that real?
That's correct. I make this is a new product. So it's I describe it as just marinating in CBD. It's so nice. It's perfect. It's Epsom salts, lavender, and 1,000 milligrams of CBD put into a bath, and it's really, my goal with my products are for them to be strong enough to provide the relief that people are expecting. So
you actually want to feel it. You don't want to go, it's working.
Yeah. I think it work?
It did. I think it did work.
And that was one of the things I learned at the store is what were the thresholds where people really got good relief, and it starts at 50 milligrams a day. There's a lot of stuff out there, and there's a lot of different sales tactics with CBD too. nanoparticles, and there's proprietary blends and broad spectrums and full spectrums. My products are just pure CBD, nothing else. That's another big concern people have is
no funny business in there.
No funny, but
I don't need any extras. I'm not looking for flavors. I don't need any of those jams.
Unless
it is like a flower,
right?
Like some natural thing that was like looked like it was, and then got involved.
One of the things I found was that there's a federal legal level of 0.03% THC in hemp derived products. So you can have a small amount of THC, and it does not have a significant effect on you. But the biggest thing that I found with customers were they don't know what that means.
Right.
They don't. Well, you have a significant population that takes drug tests and can't have any, and you can't convince them that that's not going to fail their drug test. If you're a truck driver, they're just, even if
you're like, yeah, dude, I know you're not going to fail because of it, but I wouldn't do it either.
Right? Put your whole career in my hands, sir. Just do that.
Do you use your products every day?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes,
what do you use every day?
I use the extra strength CBG tincture. I use the menthol topical daily.
How many milligrams of the CBG thing you just mentioned there?
That extra strength bottle has 1,500 milligrams of CBD and 750 of CBG.
What do you take every day?
I take a couple hundred milligrams of CBD of each a day. I have pretty good access.
Okay.
But a really pretty well agreed upon starting dose for a human body is 50 milligrams a day.
50, yeah.
And there may be people that look for more, but when you get into having extreme amounts of pain or having extreme amounts of stress, or you're just looking at still a natural option.
So who would you say for your products is the actual audience? Not who you thought it was going to be, but who are the people that are actually you're seeing? Who is the demographic that has built itself around your products?
It's certainly done well in the sports performance area.
Yep. What age group are we looking at here?
So older. Right. So my great question.
What does older mean to you?
Yeah, well, younger than me, though. So younger than me is still older these days. But really, anybody that's 35 plus that has stayed active throughout their life has some type of lingering injury. Has something. So I've had in that demographic. Yeah, yeah, we all do. So in that demographic, when you relieve that pain, you give them back that fitness. So I've seen people with really great success stories because now they could go a little harder in the gym because their back didn't hurt as much.
Again.
Right. And then that compounds itself over the course of a few months or a year. And the results really come back to them. And the other thing that I hear on a very regular basis, which is honestly the most humbling thing, is people use my product and they like it, and then they buy it for the first family member they think of that has some type of chronic pain. So I make something that someone buys, and then their first thought is this will help my mom's pain. That's really a very humbling experience for me when people say that. So good, we're going the right direction.
Sourcing the product. How are you getting the product?
Sure. I purchase processed material from Colorado. They're doing things at a really high scale out there. So I buy kilos. I get kilos of crystallized
in the
CBD.
Business of buying kilos.
Yeah. At one point, they would come and look like a brick. I think, guys, can we put them in a bucket or something?
Wait a minute.
But yeah, it's
the feds are on the way.
Yeah. It's got to be confusing for them for sure.
So where does the production take place? Packaging, all this type of thing.
Everything
in the house?
In Lewiston. Yeah, I have an office in Lewiston, Maine.
Office in Lewiston.
Where I've just worked to automate process where I can.
You can't sell out of there?
No, I don't have any retail.
Okay.
No,
Is that a part of your process here? You think your own retail or never?
I don't plan on that.
I don't think you do either.
I don't,
It's kind of time consuming.
Yeah, and it's
Takes
sort
away
of
from that family vibe.
and that's one thing that I said leaving fitness is I don't want to be sort of chained to a building again. And there's a lot of really good retail outlets. There's a great cannabis community in Maine. There
sure is.
There always has been. So there's a great retail outlet, and it also gives me the opportunity to get in front of those people, go into stores and do demonstrations, give out samples, answer questions. That's the biggest thing for people with these products is they just want to feel a comfortable marketplace for it. You see it at the gas station, you see it at the pet store, you see it, online, and it's talked about all the time as this thing, but they want to ask sometimes an intimate question, about their anxiety. Is this going to help me with my stress? Think about the places you see it. Do you want to necessarily ask the person behind that counter, with somebody else, behind you?
No disrespect to the gas station clerk, but his job isn't to be all knowledgeable on the CBD product on the counter. He just needs to know the price.
That's it, and sling it. I always wanted to bring this to people, find people where they were and talk about this and answer their questions about it and build that brand that way. I noticed that with it being such a new industry, even the big companies don't have a big hook in as a brand. There's a lot of users still to gain through this that just haven't even tried the products yet. So I saw an opportunity to build a brand locally first. I didn't have to be this big online brand with all these influencers. I could get to people. I could explain the product, give them a chance to use it, and build this brand in a local way, the same way you would build the pizza place or the gym. It didn't have to be like a major distribution. Just had to find my
real
tribe.
Grassroots. Really, actual development of a business.
From the ground. We just haven't seen those people like myself that are doing this. I haven't had time to really build those businesses to who's gonna succeed. There's big businesses out there. There's celebrity brands out there, but they come and go.
You're passionate about this for the long term.
That's right. There's no plan B.
Give me your money real quick.
Right. There's
I'll say I represent you.
There's no plan B for me. There's no. Well, this didn't work out. Guess I'll go back to.
I go to your website. The words that are the most prominent as I scroll down are safe, simple, compassionate. I'm going to ask you 3 questions now.
Okay.
Why safe?
I wanted people to know it's just CBD. There's nothing else. It's tested product. It's just CBD. There's no risk to the people that don't want THC, that don't understand, those different types of things. So,
why simple?
That same exact thing right there. Just bring the message down.
Why compassionate?
Because I experience chronic pain myself. So to be really doing something that's got people taking less over-the-counter NSAIDs, less painkillers, that means a lot to me. And I have a lot of compassion for people that experience that stuff. People don't realize what chronic pain does to people. I see you shift a little bit throughout this, a little back to, I guess.
My back's actually pretty good because I slept on the floor for a few years. It really helped out.
Good for you.
The hardwood is incredible.
I'm dying.
No, my back is wonderful.
Yeah.
Just the calves. Just obsessively running.
Yeah. Good for
and then barefoot for so many years. I like you.
Thanks, Michael.
Can I give you a gift?
I'd love for you to give me a gift.
That's what I'm going to do.
That'd be fantastic. Wow. Okay. Well, Mike, as I said, I did some research.
Look at you
on your little show here. So
here we go.
Gift ready for you myself.
Nice. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. What am I looking at?
You're looking at a few products and a limited edition T-shirt.
Limited edition Recovery CBD. Train harder, recover faster. That's right. Okay, I like this.
All right, let's see. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for here. Let's see.
What's going on over there? This is where I make you take everything out one at a time. Let's get it going.
Go one at a time.
Yeah, you don't really have to do that. That's from our, what is it actually? There.
Capsanthin?
Yeah, from the Organic Natural Shop in Rowley, Massachusetts. Always coming through with the straight natural products for your goodness. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there it is. The Enjoy
Does that
Your
work
Life
with the hair? Do you
trucker
put the
cap?
hair down and put a hat on? Does the bun come out of the little thing in the back? What happens?
We got some options.
You gotta get me a picture with somebody with the hat
My
on.
wife loves a trucker hat.
All right.
So
okay. Don't dump it down to a total trucker. It's a 7-panel.
No, actually, I was actually just going to comment, but before that's quality stitching.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Is that going to fit on you an extra large?
Extra
I feel
large, yeah. Summertime, we'll make sure that fits.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a great shirt. Black too. You saw me coming, Michael.
I know your vibe. I catch it. True love on the knuckles. I know what's going on.
True love. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is for when you have those
the golf outings.
Yes, exactly. You and cousin Bill hit the course.
That's right. Yeah.
There it is.
And we have
my old college roommate. Yeah.
That's right. I have a relationship to Michael here.
Yeah.
Some great supplements.
Look at this. Some good clean protein.
Some good clean protein.
Stickers. That's probably pea protein. All vegan goods, I'm sure.
Oh, well, that's great.
Yeah.
Easy on the system.
Yeah.
Probiotics. Wow. All provided by the Organic Natural Shop of Rowley, Massachusetts.
That's right. An incredible human over there. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, man. That's really...
So, what kind of music you listen to, Leo?
I really just about anything at this point. I spend so much time in the car.
One of those guys that gets real deep into bands, does all the research, listens to the albums from beginning to end. You kind of turn the radio on.
Yeah, I go through phases. I've been putting together some good '80s soundtracks.
80s soundtracks. That's your jam. If you had to be Tom Hanks stranded on an island with one album, what would it be?
Oh gosh.
Would you be able to pick an album? Motley Crue, Girls, Girls, Girls?
No. This is more like that techno, high energy music from the '80s. No.
Not that kind of techno.
No, like the Duran type stuff.
I see where you're going here.
From all the movies that we used to watch in those days. But just to have a different. I get so bored with and a lot of podcasts when I'm on the road lately.
Yeah. Right on. So at this point in life, outside of the road of recovery CBD, do you have any hobbies? Do you have a life outside of CBDs and consuming them?
I have a life outside of it.
And what is that life?
It's not there's not many hobbies now. We've got 3 kids.
3 kids.
3 kids.
You've made 3 humans.
3 humans.
What are they?
They are 3, 1, and newborn. So we got Leo is actually going to be 4 in July, or in August rather. Axel will be 2 in July, and Bear was born 3 weeks ago.
Bear, Axel, and Leo?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. So. Right now, it's just adjusting to what that life looks like, and
3 kids, chaos. It's not adjusting,
madness.
Accepting is more of the situation.
My wife is a superhero.
Yeah, nice work, Joe.
Yeah, wonderful work, Joe.
Yeah.
She's beautiful kids. She does her online training and nutrition, and she takes care of the kids, and just incredible human over the world.
What's your personal exercise routine looking like?
How
often are you sweating it out?
I try to lift every day, and
lifting weights every day.
Every day, yeah.
The plates, all the things.
It's not
headphones
the same
in.
Headphones in. Yeah.
Using more machines these days.
Yeah, a little lighter weight. Just a little easier. 45 minutes in and out.
How about running? There's no running?
Walking. No, hey,
walk it
let me
out.
get there, Michael.
Yeah.
Hey, no, so I
You said lifting every day. That's a
I
lot
lift
of
every
days.
day, and I
day,
walk.
7 days.
Yeah.
All the days.
All the days. But it's not not as intense as where
I know, it's still 7
you need
days.
Okay. And I walk a lot. I try to walk 3 miles a day. I've been doing a program called Live Hard for the last year. The first stage of it is 75 days with 2 workouts a day. One has to be outdoors.
Yeah.
Minimum 45 minutes each. You've heard this thing?
Yeah.
So read 10 pages, drink a gallon of water, follow a diet, no cheat meals, and take a progress pic every day.
75 hard.
75 hard, that's right. And, it's had some really great physical benefits to it, but it's really a self-discipline program. And I'm at a point in my life. Look, I've had plenty of fun. You asked about hobbies. I've had plenty of hobbies. I've golfed. I've partied. I've been a sports fan. I've watched every sport, been to every sporting event over the years. This is just a period in my life where it's time to build, and I get a lot of enjoyment out of the chaos that is my life. So the thing that I've really taken is the reading every day. It's been through the year-long program, you're actually only on a program for, I think, 165 of the days. 200 days where, you're not technically on the program. And those are the days where, you really make the headway, And I've found that I feel lazy if I don't do the 10 pages of reading. I feel like I got to put that in.
It's sacrificing an hour of sleep to exercise that makes you feel more awake.
That's right. Yeah. Well, fortunately, thanks to Recovery CBD, I sleep very well.
Yeah, man.
No, I don't.
So,
I have 3 kids.
At what age should people start using CBDs?
Well, that's
Put the rules aside here, sir. Forget about what the world is making you do. What do you think, honestly?
First of all,
2?
the only approved pharmaceutical CBD drug is used primarily in children. And it's made of CBD isolate, the same material that I use, and it's prescribed for kids with severe seizure disorders. So
they have it.
There's children out there, 2, 3, 4 years old that are taking 100 milligrams a day prescribed. So CBD will have a positive impact on any human body. It's really.
Is there any rules like, hey, you can't take that much CBD and drive?
No. The biggest thing, the recommendation is the first time you take it, just be able to evaluate how you feel.
Okay.
Because you wouldn't want somebody to feel relaxed or different while driving a car, and then you kind of freak out because you don't know how you feel. Well, or even worse, you start to have an anxiety issue because you don't know how you're going to feel, and now you have to drive this car. So just be able to evaluate how you feel. The first time.
Is there ever this? People take the product and absolutely freak out, have an experience like they hallucinated. Have you been contacted by people like, oh my God, you can't sell that?
No.
This is crazy.
No, knock on wood, Michael.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is. Yeah.
No. To the contrary, I get a lot of feedback of, this is a product that's really given me back a part of my life. It's really made a difference for me.
So it's fulfilling what you're doing.
Very fulfilling. Yeah, it really is.
Would you say you had to work hard to accomplish any of this?
Yeah. And it's as an entrepreneur, there's so many things that you can't hear a podcast about, you can't read about. There's just so many emotions. When you work for yourself, a lot of people ask that are interested. How much money do I need to work for myself?
Yeah.
What should I have aside? And the answer to that question, it's a sliding scale, and it's all dependent on your ability to endure self-inflicted pain. Because, if you can keep going and being the person that pushes through and continues, the people that bow out is, there's going to be more and more of those over time.
Yeah.
And for anybody else too.
So for you subscribe to pain is pleasure ultimately. Those failures that build your character.
Well, yeah, the ability to endure, yeah, absolutely, and it's sacrifice. I would say is the thing. Can you continue to put the money into the business, continue to work hard with the right intentions, rather than be distracted or get to a level where this is good. I'm happy here. It's how long can you delay that gratification and continue to put it back into what you're doing.
Are you noticing you're thriving? You're comfortable in that insecure space of like, I'm going in on it again, hoping this works. You can enjoy your time.
I've gotten to the point where I can really savor building this brand. There was times in the beginning that were very difficult, but my wife is on board. She believed in me from the beginning. We do live humbly. We sacrifice so that we can really build this, and it's very, very fulfilling, and
I love it.
Annoying at this point.
So do you care about people?
I do care about people.
Oh, yeah. What's the goal here? So would you say there's a long-term goal that you have defined for Recovery CBD? You know what you're trying to get to?
I believe that I'll build this to a national brand, whether that's 5 years or 10 years. My
It
goal,
looks like it's going to be more like 2.
Well, that'll work too. I'll take some jet fuel thrown on this thing. There's a few ways that could happen, but when I scale it out to me really building it and growing the things that we need to, I need to. There's no we yet. I've always had the goal of local, state, region, nation. Yeah. And I can, because it's a grassroots effort, I control the scale and the growth. I've really said from the beginning, founding this company 2 weeks before lockdown started, as long as I don't get out over my skis, so to speak, I won't have to go back to a job. Right. And continue with those principles of just laying the foundation brick by brick.
I love it. So, Leo Cormier, 2 reasons that you're in this room today. 2, all right?
Okay.
Can I tell you those reasons?
Love to hear them.
First reason is that, as you probably have heard me say before, there's something incredible about an individual that has a passion, something that they have set their mind on and actually takes action to make it a reality, as opposed to dismissing it, putting it to the side, saying, it's not realistic, or that might not work, or listening to all the chitter-chatter from the people around you, like, just get the real job, don't do that, it's not going to work. You pursue the passion, you make it a reality, you make yourself living, and give yourself an opportunity to live in the grip of life, right? And you're drawing inspiration from the excitement here, and also inspires other people. They're like, Leo's going for it, I'm going to go for it. And you're already reaping the benefits of it. So first reason, you're pursuing your passions. That's beautiful. A lot of people go throughout life and they never start their life's journey.
Appreciate that.
It's real. Most people just talk about what they wish they did. It's a sad reality.
To have made that transition at 38.
Huge jump.
People call it a midlife crisis when you do that. When you go for 38 years old.
Midlife, gain some control of life.
I didn't have any of these tattoos. I actually got the hand tattoos, so I couldn't go back to any.
Look at you,
jobs.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. These were designed as no job tattoos.
Good. Stands for dedication, commitment, right there.
So people like to call it a midlife crisis, but to me, the crisis is not seeing that you can let go of your things and pursue your dream, and to continue on that path of that construct. Right. That's the crisis.
Second reason. Yeah. Before I go off track here, second reason. There's so many ways you can behave as a human, as you interact with people, even as you have thoughts when you're by yourself. And you have chosen to be a nice person. Whatever happened to lead to Leo Cormier of now, you're good. You're nice to people. You've been kind to me. You don't have to be.
Oh,
You'd be terrible to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, people say that a lot because of my size too. It's a lot of people tell me you wouldn't be
kinda,
as nice
you
as
know,
I am.
if you're gonna be judgmental and things, you're like that guy. Could be
Yeah, I
a
get a
little
lot of that.
aggressive. He's probably a bouncer. Yeah, he's gonna,
did a little of that.
but you're just a really nice guy.
Thanks, I
That's
appreciate
all I'm
that.
saying.
Thanks. So are you, Mike. This is a
Hey,
great.
we're talking about you here, Leo.
Sorry.
Leo. 3-letter name. That's
It's too
beneficial.
nice to- yeah, it's simple.
It is. It is. So I wanted to praise you there in that way because I see great value in giving compliments. There's nothing wrong with it. It's actually beautiful. And it's an expression of confidence from the person giving. I'm so comfortable to tell you, big Leo bouncer man, that I like what you're doing.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's it.
That means a lot, man. It really does.
You want to play a game?
Let's play a game.
Quick game.
Okay.
Fast, fun, not so smart is what it's called.
Okay.
It's fast because I'm going to just make it seem fast. It's fun because what are we doing? Trying to have a bad time?
No, I'm having a great
I
time.
don't think so. Not so smart because we're not thinking that much, Leo.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. It's fast, fun, and not. I'm going to clap too while we do it just to make it a little more distracting.
Okay,
Fast, fun, and not so smart with Leo Cormier. Favorite sitcom?
Always Sunny.
What? Always Sunny in Philadelphia? I've never seen that show. Kale salad or roast beef sub?
Roast beef stuff.
Okay, you of course. 2 roast beef subs.
Yeah.
Love your neighbor or wish they'd kind of move away?
Move away from neighbors.
Yeah. How about your specific neighbor that you have right now? Wish they were gone or happy they're there?
I'm happy with all my neighbors currently.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Dogs. Do you have a dog?
We put Rosie down last year. I had a dog for a while. She's a rescue.
Big love to Rosie.
Big love to Rosie.
Yeah. Surfing, snowboarding.
Skiing. So snowboarding.
Skiing. All right, you can say that. Indian food, Chinese food. I think I'm
Chinese
hungry.
Food, Chinese food.
I wouldn't do that.
And then Chinese food again.
Can you do 50 push-ups in a row?
Currently, I doubt
No,
it.
like tomorrow.
I doubt it. There's been times, but these couple injuries would prevent me from getting through that.
Well, thanks for coming here. Is there
Thanks for
anything you
having
want to mention that we didn't touch on here? Am I missing any valuable points?
No, I think I really appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Yeah.
You can find us at recoverycbd.com, and Instagram is recoverycbd.usa.
recoverycbd.usa on Instagram, and the website is recoverycbd.com. If you can't spell that, boy, you got other things you should be looking for. So you love your wife, you love your kids. Anyone else you want to just, let's pretend it's like the 90s. We're on Hot 97 right now, doing some shout outs.
Just giving the rundown.
Yeah.
Really,
big love to Auburn, Maine.
The Maine cannabis community. If you get a chance, whether it's an adult use store or if you have a med card, stop into any shop in Maine. There's really a great community of people that have built good businesses and supported each other.
Yeah, and in particular for me, and I'm probably just ignorant to the state of Maine, Portland has a lot happening there.
Portland
It's
does.
always been so nice to me. Yeah.
Portland's a great town.
Hell yeah. I feel great. I feel great.
I feel awesome.
I feel like if we stop now, we've done a good thing.
I think we've done a good thing.
Thank you, Leo. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yo, everybody out there, Leo Cormier of Recovery CBD. You got to get hip to the products. Check it out for sure. This is offering something. I love our sponsors. I really do. At Enjoy Your Life brand and the Organic Natural Shop. Thank you for tuning into the show. Like I say often, because I say a lot of the same things over and over again. We know this. But you are the most beautiful that you can ever be when you are being yourself.
That's how I feel about you. We want you. Yeah, that's the end of the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you, Leo. It's a good life. This is offering something. Yeah.